List of all bugs and problems encountered post-patch 6.0. So, somebody made a post of pretty much every bug that was introduced post-patch 6.0. Now, I do believe there's some bugs here that were before patch 6.0, but we are going to get into it. We're going to break it down. It's a long post. It's a long post, as you imagine. But okay, yes, let's get into it. Bug with the Assault class and its jump pack. Okay, we covered that one. This is the one that, yes, regularly sends you to random locations, sometimes resulting in death during a run on absolute difficulty. Okay, that's a way harsher definition of what we had. It basically should send you back to where you launched your jump pack. Unless this is a different bug. Jump pack bug, where it is not charged long enough, it causes you to crash just below the takeoff. Oh, wait, that's interesting. Wait, really? Is that? Okay, so these are two different bugs? I never died from using jump pack before. I have no idea what that first one is about. This is the one that we covered. That's weird, where if you're not charged long enough, it causes you to crash just below the takeoff point. I'm not too sure if how long you charge is actually relevant to that, but hey, regardless, it is a bug. That is true. There's definitely a jump pack teleportation bug. Bug with mindless attacks, where they sometimes grab you with their blue attacks even when you're airborne with the assault class. What? Holy cow, that Minorus has some hops. What? All right, that's noteworthy. I'll say that much. Bug that disables the jump pack, making it unusable for a certain period, even if you have charges left. This happens after specific actions, such as certain combos, charge attacks, or after being hit by a destabilizing enemy attack, even after regaining control of the character. Interesting. This kind of sounds like something ping related, but I don't know. I never had this. And feel free to let me know in the comments if you've had any of these bugs, because some of these feel a bit unique, I will say. Bug during the termination mission, preventing the players carrying the targeting device from locking onto the Hierophant, forcing them to kill themselves so other players can take over. Oh, geez, that sounds terrible. I haven't had this in termination, but holy cow, dude, that could definitely screw up that mission. Holy cow. Yeah, they definitely had to respawn. That's rough. Bug with the contested heal effect from the Bulwark's banner, where sometimes it does not revert to health even after an execution. The game acts as if the execution was not registered, consuming the health effect without actually healing. Alright. Where sometimes it doesn't... Wait, bug with the contested health? The game acts as if the execution was not registered, consuming the heal effect without actually healing. That's... Okay, this might have happened to me, but sometimes I just... With the invigorating icon, if I miss it, sometimes I just assumed I missed it. You know what I mean? This is interesting. I did see some comments mention that sometimes invigorating icon doesn't heal, or sometimes it doesn't register. But yeah, I have not ran into that. At least I don't think I have. Bug with the heavy class, where it sometimes gets stuck, unable to move or use weapons after certain actions. Oh man, that sounds rough. I have not ran into this. I haven't really played heavy yet since 6.0. I've been playing a lot of sniper, tactical, and bulwark. Bug during the reliquary mission with the bulwark in the final battle. If the bulwark... Yeah, okay. Yes, I've ran into this one. This is definitely... Oh my god, I have a story about this one, but I'm going to save it for the actual reliquary run I did. But yes, this is true. Bug during the reliquary mission with bulwark in the final battle. If the bulwark uses its shield while standing behind a pillar, it still takes fire damage as if it were not behind the pillar. The bulwark shields negates the pillar's protection. Okay, that's not exactly how that's not how I saw it. But, I mean, hey, if they're right about this, they're right about this. But basically, I was behind a pillar. I was holding up my shield to block from other attacks. And yes, the fire will still hit you. The way I pretty much thought about that was basically holding up the shield extends the hitbox for the bulwark, and it's still going to get hit by fire attacks. And since the hitbox is extended, I think you're getting hit by pretty much the full flame, so you get pretty much all of the damage. I queued with the bulwark. I queued as a bulwark to complete reliquary because, as I mentioned in the video, I basically on console for my absolute runs, my reliquary last operation was. The last operation I needed for Absolute was Reliquary, and I joined into a game that was already on the last boss and got my pauldron that way. So I was a little unsatisfied with that, obviously. So I went into Reliquary again to try to, basically just make my real Absolute Reliquary video. And at first I was playing on console. And yes, this happened to me right at the end, and we were doing so good. And I had a teammate who was just super good with Reliquary, who we will highlight when I actually post the video. But basically, I ended up throwing this run because of this bulwark bug, which is unfortunate because the poor guy was saving every stim for me. He was pointing out every stim for me for whatever reason. It was an assault player, and he was just not picking up stims, but I had invigorating icons, so I don't know. Maybe his theory was, hey, if the person healing us has heals, then we all have heals or something. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I throw this mission on console, and then I basically say, you know what? I'm going to go play Reliquary on PC just to get the absolute, mission done for PC. So I already have a head start for my pauldron for PC. This is a long story. I'm sorry. And I'm probably going to retell it too in the Reliquary video. But I ran into the same guy. And luckily, we were able to complete that mission. So the guy who was kind of helping me out with Reliquary Absolute, or at least he was a good teammate. So I felt really bad about losing the operation this way for this bug specifically, but luckily I ran into the same guy and we completed Reliquary, and I redeemed myself from dying to this horrible bug. I wonder what else this works. I wonder what else this works on. If you put up your shield, it actually, yeah, the way I looked at it is you put up the shield and it extends the hitbox, and I got hit by fire. So be careful with the shield. I had a lot to say about this one, but yeah, this one's 100% very recreatable. It's very easy to, get hit by the fire if you put up your shield. Bug with Tyranid snipers, where their shot trajectories are sometimes invisible. Okay, that sounds scary. Holy cow. I'm gonna keep my eye out for that one. Bug during the Fall of Atreus mission. In the area of the weapon that needs to be removed, it is impossible to place a marker for allies. The game shows a confirmation message, but no visual marker appears. Interesting. It is possible. Okay. All right, I'll keep an eye out for this one, but I'm not too sure what they're talking about. In the area with the wagon that needs to be moved, it is impossible to place a marker for allies. Like what marker? Like a ping? Not sure about this one, but it seems like the Emperor's Vengeance perk from the tactical class doesn't feel very consistent. Okay, that's interesting. I don't really notice it because all the ammo just goes into your reserves now, doesn't it? Lags and crashes have become significantly worse and more frequent since the patch. So this was after, well, no. This set of list of bugs, this was before the hotfix, which essentially fixed this issue. Potential bug causing flying mines to spawn directly next to a player, detonating instantly and causing immediate death without any chance to react. Holy cow. All right. This sounds scary. This sounds also kind of possible. There's times when a biovore spawns where you kind of like look around and you notice spore mines that probably shouldn't be there. But okay. Yeah, definitely let me know in the comments if you guys ran into any of these, because some of these feel very unique, like 100%. Bug causing unintended camera movement, which sometimes randomly returns. Bug with the sniper, where the character becomes stuck and unable to act after certain action chains, such as a heavy attack followed by a dodge or activating stealth in specific situations. Have not ran into this one, luckily. Holy cow. Ooh. Certain enemy attacks are no longer registered, causing the player to parry phantom attacks, leaving them vulnerable to actual enemy strikes. Interesting. Phantom attacks? I haven't seen any phantom attacks, but okay. Bug with contested heal, where it sometimes does not regenerate even after an execution. Have not run into this one. Most of these bugs I have not run into, but there's definitely the shield bug for Bulwark and Reliquary is definitely one I ran into and is definitely very painful. Glitch during the decapitation mission at the start of the mission, where using the jump pack instead of taking the stairs triggers a black screen that teleports the player down without consuming a jump pack charge. At the start of the oh yeah. But that's like the same jump pack bug. That's like the same jump pack bug from the beginning of the list, though, essentially. And if there's multiple jump pack bugs, that's rough. Bug causing instant knockouts with no audio or visual indicators, where some creatures instantly down a fully armed character. 3 armor bars and full health, seemingly at random, making absolute difficulty feel more luck-based than skill-based. Bug causing instant knockouts. Dude, I don't know. Some of these bugs I agree with, but like, this just feels like, I don't know, I never seen this one, but this feels like I don't know, either a ping issue or the system you're playing on isn't good for the game or something. I don't know. I don't know how this guy got all these, I don't know how this guy got all these bugs, like on the list. I'm not too sure how he, pretty much found all these bugs. Bug and crashes when starting a quick match operation, causing an infinite loading screen during the joining server phase before sending the player back to the local lobby alone. Yes, I'm not too sure if this is a bug. To be honest, I feel like this is a connection issue with connecting to the host of the server. But this is one I've ran into quite a bit. It doesn't really crash. It just, for me, yeah, it's like you quick match and then you go into the game and it legit just sends you back. It legit just sends you back. And you do go through a loading screen, so, you know, loading screen enjoyers definitely like this bug. But yeah, this one's annoying. Hopefully they fix it. It was stated that players should no longer be able to kick someone at the end of the mission, yet I was kicked just before the final elevator in the decapitation mission. All right. That's interesting. In my cases, I haven't seen anyone get kicked. I haven't needed to kick anybody, or I haven't really tried to kick anyone at the end of the mission. So this is definitely one I'm going to need you guys to help confirm. Yeah, some of these bugs are definitely an issue. Like, for example, the Tyranid sniper without shot trajectories. That's crazy scary. But some of these feel a little, like, I don't know. Some of these feel like ping related. And then we have 3 jump pack bugs that all essentially kind of, you know, line up to be the same thing, I think. But you know what? We will see. We will see. I've only seen 2 of the bugs on this list. I gotta be honest. I only seen 2 of the bugs on this list. But still, it's very nice to have a list like this of possible bugs and what we need to keep an eye out for. Not sure if anyone else has experienced this, but played a ballistic engine as heavy, and at one point my change weapon key and class ability key somehow got swapped or something, and I wasn't able to change my weapon, or at least my Q key was making my class ability go off and C did nothing. I changed the binds multiple times, but it started working before it started working properly. Okay, interesting key input bug here. Let me know in the comments if you ran into this one. This feels rather unique though. Possible bug with gun strikes where they no longer count as headshots for the sniper's renewal and squad renewal skills. This was intended, I am sure. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. We were talking about gun strikes and if ranged damage buffs buff the damage for gun strikes, and it feels like gun strikes are supposed to be their own unique thing, so yeah, this makes sense. Bug causing instant knockouts with no audio or visual indicators, where some creatures instantly down a fully armed character. Yeah, we talked about this one. This one is so weird. It sounds like an instant kill or something, but I don't know. Interesting. Can confirm this happened to me 3 days ago. The instant knockouts with no audio or visual indicator. Interesting. So this person did confirm this bug exists. Can we add also, please, bug with Gaunt's blue attacks? Occasionally it takes 2 or 3 parry inputs for it to register. Otherwise, they will still catch you after pressing it only once. I ran into this. I ran into that. Yeah, it is exactly what they are suggesting here. Basically, just spam your parry input instead of just once. And yeah, I don't know what it is, but I think whatever is stopping the assault from going downstairs is stopping the parry input for Gaunts, basically. Like, if you get targeted by a Minorist, when they jump up the staircase and they go for that attack that is parryable, it's like you have to keep spamming it. The closer they are to you, the more likely it will register. But for whatever reason, jumping up the stairs and just pressing it once doesn't register the parry. Definitely a frustrating bug, but at least you can play around it by just spamming the parry. Interesting. This game was running super smooth on my PC at launch, but now the game runs way worse. I'm even getting random FPS drops sometimes from 80 to 30. Okay. I don't know how this guy is getting 80 frames on this game on PC, because my PC is not, it's not very updated, I will say. Interesting. The thing is about this is, at the moment, I understand what they're saying. Like, on launch, actually, it was running pretty smoothly for me as well. I didn't get any crashes on launch, which is, you know, a lot of people said they got crashes on launch and stuff, so I think this game's just very, you know, it's very intense, this game's requirements, basically, for your graphics card and everything, so I'm not surprised we see a whole bunch of different experiences as far as crashes and performance and stuff like that. But I also kind of agree with this. On PC at launch, I didn't have any hard crashes, but then after like a couple updates, I started getting hard crashes, so I'm not too sure what's going on with that. But, you know, hopefully they fix that. I will say, though, recently, my PC has been running much smoother with the game. It was like a couple patches ago where I noticed like hard crashes and stuff. But now on PC it's running smoothly. On PS5 Pro, I've never had any issues. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, the PS5 Pro version of Space Marines 2 is very good, but not a lot of people have the Pro. Understandable. They really need to bring those public test servers as soon as possible. Ooh, I agree with this. I agree with this. This is something that they mentioned before, and I thought was gonna... I really thought we were gonna get this on this patch. But yeah, this is definitely a good video to highlight this. We definitely need PTR servers. Or PTS servers, I guess. I don't know what to call them. we need the public test servers 100%. The amount of bugs introduced with each update is ridiculous. If it continues, I'm afraid they would need to postpone all upcoming content in order to fix the game. All right. Look, if you're getting 80 FPS of this game, I guess sometimes they're getting drops. You should be all right for most of these bugs. The amount of bugs introduced with this, yeah, it seems more overwhelming when we see a list of it. But again, I've ran into, like, I guess I'll include the parry bug for the gaunts as well. So I ran into 3 of these bugs. One of them being consistent with the jump pack bug, and the other 2 are very rare. So, well, wait, no, actually, no, the shield bug would be the second bug there, and that's not very rare. That is something that's recreatable. But it's not that big of a deal. Just put your shield down behind a pillar. You should be fine. I wish I noticed it sooner, and I wouldn't have thrown that run, dude. But hey, at least I redeemed myself. Yeah, that's gonna have to be my next video now because I've talked about it so much. But yes. We definitely need the public test server. Let me know in the comments your guys' experience with any bugs here, or if you have a new bug to report. Basically, just put it down in the comments. This will be the center of the center of every bug in 6.0 that should be fixed in the next patch, maybe in the next hot fix. But some of these bugs aren't recreatable. Some of them feel very rare. The recreatable ones are seemingly easy to play around. Basically, just spam the parry button. Spam the parry button against gaunts, and don't have your shield up behind pillars during the Hellbrute's fire attack. Seems simple. But yes, I really do want the public test server to come out as soon as possible. Again, let me know in the comments any bugs you've experienced that were on this list or that are not on the list. Thanks for watching.